People, deluded, I'm back again. Good afternoon, and I hope you're all doing well and safe. While I say good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and of course, in some cases, good night, please make sure you're hitting that like button. And as I said, I hope you're all doing well and safe. I hope you're all enjoying your end to your week on Friday, and you're all looking back, with fondness that you've crushed your goals, dreams, hopes, and aspirations, or move closer to such. Now, away from all the pleasantries, the men behind me, not really Arteta, the other man, Saliba. Again, I don't even know my left and rights. I don't know where it is on your screen, people. But Saliba has been withdrawn from the France, or better yet, French, Tokyo Olympic Games squad. So he won't be playing now. On the face of it, of course, I don't want to speculate to is he disappointed or not, because for me as a sportsman, I would be. Yeah, when you think of football athletes, you don't necessarily think of Olympians and all of that, but they are athletes. The chance to be an Olympian or to compete at Olympics, for me, in general, surely that's an honor, really. You're at the pinnacle of your level. Obviously, in football terms, I'd probably say World Cup. I'd probably say World Cup, Champions League, Euros. Then that, I know some people probably say World Cup, Euros is both countries. I get that. But on the face of it, it's a very complex matter. If you allow me to share my screen with you guys, people, as I said, I was actually just preparing for my watch along, people. Please make sure you're all there at this moment in time. I'm waiting for the Switzerland versus Spain game. Pretty sure by the time this comes out, you'd have watched it, and there'll be time to catch me for the Belgium-Italy game. I'm live half an hour before kickoff. But as you lot can see here, Get French Football News has said new France squad for the Olympics revealed. I don't know what that is, but the key part of it is you look at William Saliba from Arsenal, Amin Gahiri, Mangala Sarr, Camavinga, and Kakare have all withdrawn. I'm sure they're disappointed, but when you look at it, half of them are key members to their side. Mangala Sarr could go on loan after the Olympics, will probably go on loan at Chelsea, or they might involve him. Camavinga's got a year left on his deal. Rennes have to make a decision. Kakare is a player I want at Arsenal, has made some spectacular development in the last 18 months, and is a key part to Lyon, so they want him for pre-season. Now, with Saliba, we don't know, because you remember Gnabry, he went to the Olympics, he built his confidence up, he got a lot of clout. I don't know why he's withdrawn, if Arsenal have withdrawn him or not, because I can't imagine so. Gabriel's there, or maybe they have, I don't know. Saliba might be being withdrawn because he could complete a move elsewhere on loan, and they want him to be there for pre-season versus going to the Olympics, playing, probably getting a week or two off to recharge mentally, and then coming back and learning. So maybe this is because he's going to be given a preseason at Arsenal and the chance to impress Arteta. Maybe he's going to be used in a move or go out on loan. I don't think he'll leave permanently, or better yet, I hope he doesn't, but there's that. Or, has Arsenal made him drop out or not? If he is to stay at Arsenal for preseason, then I think he's got a chance, man. Gabriel's there, so Gabriel's not there. Currently ahead of him, realistically. If this Ben White transfer happened, Ben White probably wouldn't be there July the 7th for our early preseason as well, assuming we went out against Ukraine tomorrow. By God's grace, that's not the case, England. So the new signing, Ben White, if it does happen, or this top centre-half ain't going to be there right now. Gabriel, who's ahead of him, is probably at the is at the Olympics. So that's two out of the equation. So now you're just competing with, in theory, Marie, Rob Holding, Callum Chambers. I'm missing someone else out, people. I really am. I'm not going to go online and whatnot, but you get the point. There'll probably be some people he'll be competing with. There's less of it. And, if we just, injuries has been a factor, and there was many factors Arteta had to chop and change. But we had 38 games. We had 37 different teams. We had many different centre-half partnerships. Sometimes David Luiz, Holding, Marie, David Luiz, Holding, Marie, Gabriel, Holding, with different things. Now, a lot of that was due to injuries, but if I say it through devil's advocate, maybe Arteta's not fully convinced with anybody. So there's an opportunity for Saliba. Granted, if Saliba does go, was given pre-season, I don't think he would probably get game time in the initial weeks. And that's expected. I've said already, Saliba would stay for me, but he'd probably be fourth choice centre-half. And then when he gets his chance, he has to take it, sort of thing. And what I mean by that is, I think he's going to be a better player than Holding. But Holding, for me, had an okay season. He's probably ahead of him. Marie is probably ahead of him. Chambers are probably ahead of him, and better than them. Them two are probably not happy to sit on the bench, but happy to sit on the bench. So you're only competing with Rob Holding at this moment in time, and assuming the next centre-half comes in. Go and give Arteta a headache. Go and show him that, I'm only 20. I've got a lot to work on, but, you should want to work with me in the same way you're buying all these other young players and keeping them. You should want to work with me. Show him you're a more confident player because, you know, Saliba isn't going to go from Nice to Arsenal in 6 months and be this colossal defender. He's 20 years of age. There's a lot of development. But you know, there's no clue. Is he carrying a knock, and they don't want him to aggravate this. You know, again, I'm happy for this if it means he gets a pre-season, whether that's at Arsenal or somewhere else. Really, you know, if he's gonna go somewhere else, like I've said before, if he is made the decision to go out on loan, I don't mind him going back to France. I'd rather him to go to the Prem. And if football was this easy, I'd rather give Ben White money and Saliba on loan and then get Ben White because, you know, you look at Brighton statistically, they had one of the best defenses in the league past a point. And, you know, that tells me Graham Potter knows how to work with people. It doesn't matter if you're young like Ben White, who's been doing other things as well, or the experienced ones. And there's some real experienced defenders. I think you'd learn a lot from Dan Burn and them guys there. You know, if you understand football at its purest level, you understand where I'm going with that. If you just look at names with respect to them, you're going to think, oh, this fella really is deluded. So it remains to be seen. But I always say key players, most teams don't want to let them go to the Olympics. I don't know why Gabriel's been allowed to and Saliba's withdrawn, if that's the case, because Saliba needs to be playing pre-season for me. He'd probably be my first choice centre-half. So it is what it is, people. Again, just because one guy's allowed to go and the next man wasn't, doesn't mean anything. But I hope that this means Saliba's going to be given an opportunity to impress, really, because we start pre-season next week. And Arteta has banged on about the point of needing a pre-season and pre-season being vital for everybody. This is the chance. And things are there. And they haven't always played, but young players have shown that they can get there. You know, eventually Smith Rowe got his chance. At a point, Eddie Nketiah was ahead of Lacazette and Aubameyang, if you remember last season. Obviously, it didn't last. Joe Willock earned the place. So there's opportunities, man. And this is what you want to see. You want to see him and Balogun given opportunities to earn it. As I said, even if he does earn a spot, which is good because we want to see him at the club, probably won't be first choice to start off with. Who knows? He could, because Holding can play on the left. You never know. It's a bit wary. I still think he'll go out on loan as much as I don't necessarily want him to. I don't mind if he can go get 20, 30 games, but I just feel Marie and Chambers, they're probably happy to sit on the bench. And as much as sports athletes can, you know, Holding has probably forced his way into Arteta's somewhat squad. Chambers, again, I've already mentioned that. Gabriel, it's a bit gazy one in relation to him. You'd imagine he's ahead of Saliba, and you have to put an asterisk because a next man might be arriving at the club. You know, Ben White, we've been linked with a whole host of centre halves, man. So I don't know, but you know, it is what it is in relation to that. Really and truly, folks. If we click on this and just see if there's any follow-up information and see the revitalized squad as it says here, just to humor you guys because that came right on time. You know, Pembele, sorry, I was about to call him Kimpembe. He's a decent guy. He can play at fullback for PSG. Quite a young squad there. Enzo Lefley, oh, I like him. The Lorient midfielder, I like him. You know, Elaji Leo used to be at Marseille. In Buku, again at Reims. So when you look at them, it's an even younger squad, really. It's guys that are really on the periphery, a couple of guys that are on the periphery of things. This is a decent guy. He just went to AC Milan recently, and there's a couple of other names and whatnot. But you look at them, you know, the only significant name with respect, you obviously see Gignac and you see Tuvan, but you see Toussaint, you see a couple of others, but it's dramatically a reduced side than what we've just seen in that, well, it's gone, people, but, well, it's still here, in fact, in that, you know, them names there are not quite Camavinga, Kakare, and that it would have been a star-studded lineup, and arguably them and there, the French would have probably won gold there, wouldn't they? You're allowed, I believe, 3 overage players, and I'm not too sure on the as big a squad you can have. I remember there was talk of, similar to the Euros, allowing people a bigger squad. I don't know, bending some sort of rules. So I'm not, don't shoot the messenger. I'm not the guy to really deliver accurate info, but yeah, without speculating, it is what it is. And big up my guy AFC Mert. Make sure you check out his stuff. But like he says, I thought Arsenal were the only ones messing Saliba around. And a lot of revelations have come out about Saliba, to be fair. You know, he's meant to go on loan early doors last year. Rents peed about. While Arsenal have to hold their hands up for not having a contingency plan, it weren't exactly the case of what we was led to believe, in that Arsenal just messing around with the young players. You know, we can't be very vocal in condemning and small and silent in terms of, you know, giving respect where due. So all I want to see with Saliba, in short, people, is proactiveness. If he's going out on loan, get it done. If he's staying, cool. Let him know what he needs to work on. And if he gets a first team spot, there's a first team spot. What I don't want to see is 1 minute he's staying, then he's going, because potential is just potential. You need to know how you're realizing that. And as I said, there's legitimate cases for him to stay here and develop, or go on loan and develop. For me, again, I understand if they loan him out and say, boom, you can get 20, 30 games somewhere else. That might not be the case here. Cool, you come back when you're 21, even stronger and really ready. I'm on that. But yeah, man, I've offered all my opinions and thoughts and whatnot, so I'm going to let you get out of here. On that note, people, please make sure you hit the like button and the rest of it. Subscribe if you haven't. More importantly than that, enjoy your Friday. Stay in good health. Stay in good spirits. I'm out. In fact, before I'm out, you know, it's bad luck to leave like that. Let me put my full face. As I said, people, thank you for watching. I'm out. God bless you all.